Hey friends, how you doing today? It is Wednesday, January the 8th, 2014, and it is still cold in our area, and it is warming up, but they're saying there's a chance we'll see a little bit more snow, and while it's getting warmer, it's still going to be cold. Hey, here's what I want to talk about today, and I'm not sure if this is going to upset people or not. This might get me in trouble, and I don't want to talk about it just for that reason as much as I want feedback. I want someone to comment on this. So let me ask you this question: if you have kids that play sports, okay, we've got kids who play sports, who've been playing sports for a number of years now. But one of the things to play sports is that it usually costs you something. You've got to pay. You've got to pay to register. You got to pay for, the gear that they need for whatever sport they're playing. And in some areas, playing a sport can be incredibly expensive. And so one of the ways that some of the teams offset the cost of the game is by fundraising. Fine. Lots of teams fundraise. Lots of people fundraise for various reasons. That's fine. Here's my question, though. How far do you go to fundraise? I'm not starting this conversation to get people to, be all nasty, and I don't want to get in trouble with this, but it's a legit question for me because of the type of fundraising that I'm seeing happening. So let me just talk a little bit about it. There are all sorts of fundraisers, okay? I get that. Sell candy, sell baked products, sell Christmas wraps, sell, all those things are fine. But here's the thing that's kind of striking me. Maybe you have heard of this, maybe your team does this, maybe you're a part of this somehow, but one of the teams around here, actually a number of the teams around here, one of their fundraisers is a night at the races. Now where we live, there is a horse track not far from us. And so one of the fundraisers they're doing is a night at the races, where they are selling these tickets to go to the night of the races to enjoy, I'm assuming, a time at the track, okay? Now, I'm not going to take a stand as far as, horse racing and the whole gambling thing in that part. But what I'm questioning, what I'm interested about is, what does that whole night at the races entail? Okay, now I'm new to this, but here are some of the things that we're being told need to be sold. Okay, not only are we selling these tickets for the night of the races, but also we need to suggest that people buy a horse or put money towards a horse that will be racing. The thing that really got my attention is they are selling Jello shots. That's probably the problem that I'm having, is that we're selling Jello shots. Now, I think we all know what Jello shots are. Jello shots are, little things of Jello that are laced with liquor that, you typically think of when you go to a college party, or you go to a bar, or you go to maybe a nightclub where, that's the atmosphere of it. But here, we're being told that what needs to happen is we have to sell these Jello shots. Now, here's why I am having a hard time with this. One is, this is a high school team with high school players. And I'm finding in a conflict that it's a school sport that's fundraising for a tournament trip, and we're mixing in the idea of selling Jello shots. Now I'm struggling with that, partly because, one, it's a school team, okay, and I wonder what the message is that we might be conveying to the players on that team, who are high school students, teenagers, athletes, and we want to frown on the idea that any of them are drinking or partying or doing stuff like that. But now we have the idea that but we're going to have this event for adults, and we're going to have Jello shots. So I want to know what your thoughts are about that. Would you find that to be something, I don't know, is it acceptable, I guess? Is it something that you might be okay with as a parent? I kind of don't like the idea of my kids knowing what a Jello shot is. And it's not that I want to shelter them from it, but just for me, the image that it conveys is one that I don't know that I want my high schooler fully aware of that just yet. So help me figure this all out. Is it something that you've heard of? Have you seen it done before? What's the whole deal with it? Am I being a little too I don't want to say over religious or over conservative, but Jello shots, really, for a fundraiser for high school sports, is that really a place that we need to go? I don't know. So I'm anxious to hear what you think. I'm anxious to hear your ideas. So comment about that and let me know.